Hey guys, Will here. Today we're going to be doing our second team analysis. We're going to be looking at Gotham Knights. Today I'm going to be talking about some of their strengths and weaknesses, some themes of the team. Got that. And then I'm going to be talking about some general good cards that the team uses. Okay, so let's get into it.
So Gotham Knights have a few different themes that they like to center around. One of them is it kind of goes in line with the fact that they're all detectives. It's basically, put simply, it's resource gathering. This takes the form of drawing a lot of cards, searching your deck very effectively for different things, and replacing resources pretty effectively. Some examples of this are, Bat Signal. Everyone, hey, it's the Bat Signal. This searches for Gotham Knights characters just right out the deck. Another example is Clock Tower. This allows you to strategically replace your resources. Again, they're detectives. They know how to get information. And then in terms of just sheer draw power, they have Barbara Gordon, Batman, Tim Drake. These all allow you to... Oh man, that was a Dick Grayson. Oh my. I am so sorry, all Tim Drake fans. I am sorry. Dick Grayson allows you to draw cards. So they all allow you to gain information. They're detectives. That's what they do. That's one of their big themes. And they do benefit from it. This Batman on 7 says Batman gets plus X attack and plus X defense, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So, I mean, there have been games I've seen this guy get to easily 20-20, 30-30. Granted, you're holding literally like half your deck, but hey, when you need to win, there you go. Another thing that they like, that they center around, is their team attacking. They have Gotham Knights is a very reliable and safe team attacking deck because of the card Dynamic Duo. It says your Gotham Knights team attackers. Actually, it doesn't say that. It says Gotham Knights team attackers cannot be stunned this turn. This allows you to get off. This allows you to team attack very safely, obviously. But they have quite a few effects that trigger when a character stuns a defender, such as Catwoman lets you draw one card or target player discards a card. This Batman here causes double stun damage. Same with this Batman. Dick Grayson got that right this time. Dick Grayson allows you to draw a card. So they have many things that can trigger through safe team attacking. And finally, everyone hates this about Gotham Knights. It's their plot twist negation and effect negation. They are nasty when it comes to this. They have cards such as Mourn for the Lost. This negates target non-triggered effect from a plot twist with cost 1. Cool. Huntress here has negation effects. And let's not forget Fizzle and Utility Belt. These are... Ask anyone, hey, how do Gotham Knights stop your stuff? They fizzle it. Or they have a damn Utility Belt. Those are 3 of the main themes that Gotham Knights tend to stick with. They're very good at all these things, and that's just what they do. Some strengths and some general strengths of Gotham Knights. They, again, reliable negation. They, strictly speaking, as a team, in terms of team stamped effects, they have one of the highest number of negation effects. Mourn for the Lost, Huntress, Utility Belt, and Fizzle. That's just 4. There's easily 4 more. They wrote very nasty. They don't let your opponent do anything. And then your opponent has a sad face. Yeah. They have a very, very reliable and strong draw mechanic. They, through cards such as Barbara Gordon, they can easily draw like 3 to 4 cards per turn, and what's also strong about that is that gives you more resources to work with. Instead of just drawing 2 cards a turn, I now have more access to more things than my opponent. That's always good, unless you don't make use of that. I don't see why you would not make use of that, though. Also, one of their strengths is very, very safe and strong team attacking. Again, through Dynamic Duo, your opponent is not really able to do much to your team attacker unless they just totally defend against it, which that requires some really intense defense pumps. Not everyone can do that. And Gotham Knights gains quite a few effects from stunning characters. Some general weaknesses, they are not very strong early. They, unlike Marvel Knights or other such decks, Gotham Knights does not have many kill cards early on, or brutal KO effects or anything. They take their time to do some detective work, get some information, and then really hit the enemy hard. Other weaknesses are, in general, continuous powers are good against Gotham Knights because they have no way of negating it. They can negate your non-ongoing plot twist effects, your triggered plot twist effects, your payment effects, but they cannot touch your continuous effects. So decks that rely around them, I know Green Lantern has a lot of continuous effects. Those are strong against Gotham Knights. Another just kind of, footnote. Gotham Knights are considerably, notably, really weak against Injustice Gang, because Injustice Gang likes to flood the enemy's hand with tons of cards and then burn them for it. Gotham Knights likes to draw cards. There's a problem there. That doesn't work. So now what I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to go through a deck. It's more of a casual deck, but it'll give you a good idea as to what Gotham Knights can do and how they work. This is just a standard curve deck. Turn 1 you get out a cost 1, turn 2 2, so on and so forth. So I'm going to walk through this, and again, this probably won't win competitions, but it'll give you a good idea where to start, and you can make it your own. So let's look through this. On turn 1, we have Spoiler. She works well with their drawing abilities. Spoiler says, whenever you draw a card, you may gain 1 endurance. So each turn you draw 2 cards, you gain 2 endurance, in addition to whatever else you can draw that turn. Very, very strong if you just have her sitting in the background. You can very quietly and nicely gain 10, 15 endurance very well. On 2, we have Tim Drake. Tim Drake. He gives general attack pumps at the cost of activation, which is meant to power up their later characters. We have Barbara Gordon on 3, and we have 3 of these Barbara Gordon, just to make sure we draw them. Wait, that's the same Barbara Gordon. Oh, okay, we may only have 2. They both let you draw cards. This Barbara Gordon comes in concealed. So many games I've played, she just sits in the hidden area, just draw your card, draw your card, draw your card. She works very, very well with invasion plans. It says play only during your attack step. To play, exhaust the character you control, draw 2 cards. You very rarely use her for anything, so she's wonderful for invasion plans. On 4, some strong ideas. This Batman here, whenever Batman stuns a character, its controller loses an endurance equal to its cost, additional endurance, double stun damage. This lets you team attack very well with Dynamic Duo, so you attack safely, Batman gets his effect off, you come out totally clean. On 5, you have you have a very diverse pool to draw from. You can use Cassandra Cain. Whenever she stuns a character, you burn for an additional 2 endurance. Catwoman lets you draw a card, or your opponent discard a card whenever she stuns a character. So you have a bunch of different character effects. On 6, Batman generally sticks to one character on 6. Where is he? Dick Grayson. Yes, got that right. Not Tim Drake. Dick Grayson. He says whenever he stuns a character, draw a card. He also helps with reinforcement. Very, very strong. That's their main staple 6. Unless there is Batman Cape and Cowl on 6, but again, with uniqueness, many decks don't run different copies of the same character because it takes away from character presence, and it's not something you always want to do. On 7, this deck is geared more toward building up to turn 7 to take advantage of Batman the Dark Knight. He says he gets plus X attack, plus X defense, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So you're looking to draw a lot of cards, and then come out on 7 with a beat stick. Very strong, very good. Some of the only equipment I'm using in this deck is Utility Belt. It's a 0-cost equipment. It gives flight and range, and it lets if you equip it to little characters, it lets them have more utility by negating payment powers. Very, very good. And it's always good to increase your utility of your characters. So I use Fizzle in this deck. It's very reliable plot twist negation. Some other things, some locations such as Clock Tower. This lets me keep my resources fresh. Batcave. This is just a nasty card. It says activate, reveal the top card of an opponent's deck. You may put it into his KO pile. You don't have to, but you may. You usually do. This lets you deny information to your opponents. Deny your opponent's resources. That's a card they don't have. You don't have to worry about it. Very good. And Bat Computer says activate target Gotham Knights character you control gets +1 attack and has flight and range this turn. That is one thing that Gotham Knights does also suffer from, a lack of flight and range. They're just people. They're not, superheroes or, they are. They're not Superman or Green Lantern. They can't fly. So that can be a problem you run into. Other things I run in the deck are Dynamic Duo for, again, safe team attacking. Bat Signal lets me search for characters when I need them. No Man Escapes the Manhunter helps me stun characters. It says target character gets -3 defense while defending for the turn. If it is hidden, it moves to the visible area. So it helps me work around some things like that. Invasion Plans lets me draw cards. Again, always good for Batman on 7. And that, other locations such as Leslie Tompkins Clinic for a little character preservation and recovery. So that's a basic Gotham Knights deck. Again, what I'm saying here is by no means concrete, you do this or don't play. This is just to give you an idea of where to go, and you can make it your own. This is more geared toward casual, but, again, make it your own, do what you want to do with it. So that's been my analysis of Gotham Knights. I thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, positive or negative, leave them in the comments section, and I'll see you guys next time.